Alright, what's up everybody? We're back for another video real quick. Quick video, it's kind of an update. I got some stuff with the ignition system kind of figured out, and I'm going to go a different route again. So let me pause you and I'll show what we got going on here. Hold on guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we talked in the last video I was talking about how I put my spark tester, inline spark tester on number 1, and I was trying to crank it over and I wasn't getting any spark. So I think I did it after the last video. I put it actually in line with the coil into the center of the cap and tried it again and still no spark. So that coil is totally not working at all. So of course this, this whole combo distributor coil combo was obviously, it's like a no-name knockoff. You get them on eBay for, I don't know, 150 bucks or something. So it's pretty much China garbage. So also, I talked about in the last video about how I was going to take the original distributor and put a points eliminator in it, which I had already, and use that, right? That was my next plan. So I started putting it in. I got, where are they at? Right here. The original points, which you kind of can't see because it's in the back, but they go right here. Let me flip this around so it'd be easier for everyone to see. And no, I'm not putting this in there very tight, it's just sitting in there. So right here where this plate is, which this plate goes to the points eliminator, but so normally the points would be right there. Condenser I believe goes right here. So when you install the points eliminator, which I didn't realize it, but this is also made in China. So the whole point is there's a little piece in there. I don't know if it's a light or what it is. It's a sensor of some sort that instead of having the points, it has this shutter with the little slots that actually mounts under here. Well, I'll go over that in a sec. So you mount your plate in. You mount this right there. And there's 2 screws that go in the plate, right? So I get it in there. I get it all mounted. I take my shutter, which goes in 2 pieces. It goes underneath, and the screws go basically where the cap attaches, the 2 screws that hold the rotor on. And then you get 2 little screws that go through the bottom, threads into this top where the rotor would go, and then they stick out. So you put your rotor back on, and it comes with 2 nuts that you're supposed to put on for the rotor, which I did on another one, an actual Excel one, and it worked great. I had a 69 Grand Prix, I put it on. And it had the 428 in it. It was a SJ. And I couldn't get to the points. I couldn't even get to the distributor unless I took it out to change the points because it was set so far back in the firewall. So I put one of these on there. It worked great. So anyway, I go to put this stuff together. I had this on there. I get this all mounted up on there. And I start noticing, once I got everything kind of mounted, these little screws that hold this on are too long. Right? So you get them in there, you tighten it down, and you put them right there, of course. You put your shutter in, and as soon as I put the shutter in and got the 2 screws started and started bringing them up, the threads on the Chinese garbage points eliminator are different, so they're loose in these 2 threaded holes where the rotor would go. So that's all loose. The 2 screws that go into this little plate that hold the unit in are too long, so when I tighten them up, I started realizing that it was lifting this plate a little bit, just enough to where the shutter piece, when it was all installed, the shutter piece was actually riding in this groove and like touching. It was rubbing on the top here and in the bottom in there because this was pulling up. So I basically took it all back out. I got frustrated with it. At first I was going to go get different hardware, and then I started thinking, well, why would I do that? Because this, I believe I got on eBay. The Excel ones like this used to cost back in the 2008 or so, 2006, they used to be about 35 bucks. Now the Excel ones are like $85, and this one was, I think, 26 bucks. So I looked online again, I went on eBay again, and I found a brand new, in the package, from 2009 or 10, Excel branded. Same exact thing as what I need right here for 40 bucks. Brand new in the package. So I bought that. So I'm not going to use this garbage. I learned my lesson with the ignition stuff. I'm going to get a regular, I'm going to run this when I get the other one. And also, oh yeah, I forgot. This plate, there's 2 countersunk flathead screws that hold this plate down. First of all, I think the reason this plate pulled up when I put these little screws in to hold that unit in, it actually stretched these other screws a little bit, because that's why it was pulling, because they were tight when I put this on here. It wasn't moving at all. I went and tried to wiggle it. Also, the slots in these screws are straight, standard slots, are so shallow that you can barely get a screw. No matter what style screwdriver you try to use, they do not fit in there hardly. You got to really work to get those things tight. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I decided go ahead and get the other one. I learned my lesson with this whole stuff you buy on eBay that's combos and everything else. I'll just go with this, and if anything, if this other one doesn't work, whatever the case is, I can always go back, put the original points back in, or a new set of points and a condenser, and run a wire or two, and it's still going to be good to go. At some point, I do want to put an MSD or Petronix makes a whole kit that's ready to go on. I think Speedway has one on eBay right now. Buy it now. Speedway sells it for I think $200. I was actually looking at that, and I don't have the actual money to buy it at the moment. But I am kind of watching for that kind of thing. Petronix also does sell a unit similar to this, but it's like $90 too. So yeah, I pulled the trigger. I bought one for $40. It'll be here hopefully in a few days. I'm just going to run a regular Excel standard, your standard cylindrical coil instead of running that, whatever that thing is. It's kind of like an HEI, but it's a small cap HEI coil. So I might go back to that at some point, like at a better brand, of course. And that distributor that's in there still might be good. I don't know. But I'm not taking a chance. I'm just going to swap it all out. I'm going to use a distributor that came with the motor. So, yeah, that's it. So, no Chinese crap for that. What else? There was something else I want to talk about. I did forget that actually you have to put, when you put your unit in, and I'm pretty sure the Excel one, if I remember right, had it too. When you put this on here, you got to put dielectric, or no, it's not dielectric, it's thermal. It's like a thermal grease you got to put. Thermal compound, I think it is. You got to put that down on this surface so it doesn't get too, I guess it keeps the heat from transferring into this and keeps it cool. So, I mean, this is it looks like a nice setup, but it's like for the money I've already put in all this ignition stuff, I'm just going to buy the regular stuff and just do that. So, anyways, I think that's about it. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to do a separate video. But I am going to be doing a giveaway for 500 subs. I'm trying to get to 500. I want to get to 1,000, but I'm trying to get to 500 first, of course. Because we got a little ways to go before we get to 1,000. So I'm going to be doing a video to be coming out in another day or two of just a giveaway video where if you want to try to enter the video or we want to try to enter the giveaway, you got to comment on the giveaway video. So I'll be doing that in another day or two. I'll explain it. So, yeah, that's it. So, anyways, guys, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, do that. And that's it. Oh, check out the Facebook page. I got a Facebook group. I keep forgetting to mention it. It's Treetop Garage on Facebook. If I remember, I'll throw a link in the description down underneath the video there on YouTube there, so you can go click on that and go right to it. You can go on there. You can post pictures and whatever. You can post stuff on there as long as it's not porn or whatever. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you want. And comment, too. I like comments, so do that. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.